we start with a clean slate. We don't have any prior assumptions of your previous study, whether it's in law or any other areas.
When I was doing my A-levels, I did not do traditional A. I didn't do maths, English, or a science. I did an art A-level, I think. I had absolutely no plans to go to university whatsoever. I wanted to be a pilot, and that doesn't involve university. Then obviously that plan fell through. So all of my friends were going to university. I thought I'll have a look at it. And I had this opportunity to go to a court and see a barrister in action. And I thought, I want to do that. So I looked around at universities, and I obviously saw the opportunity here at Hull. And I had absolutely no idea of the law, really. I'd never studied it. I had no idea about politics. I had no idea how law was made. And I think I came on my first day in this room, sat at the back of this room, and there were people that I met that had studied A-level law. They had A stars. They were, exceptional students. And I think it doesn't necessarily put you in a better position. You do not. It's great if you've studied law at A-level, but I'd like to think that I'm a living, breathing example that you don't need to do English and get an A star. You don't need to learn the law. You don't need to look at history. You can do whatever A-level you want, and of course try your best. But you really don't need to learn any of the law before you come to university, because quite clearly you learn it all here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sat here if I didn't.
I mean, I would say neither advantages nor disadvantages here. I mean, we start with a clean slate. We don't have any prior assumptions of your previous study, whether it's in law or any other areas. I mean, okay, sometimes a student might say to me, if they have studied law, oh, I remember that case in, my previous study, but actually how we approach it here, the kind of the sophistication, the sort of the critical nature which you'd mentioned earlier, that we kind of bring to bear is going to be so different anyway, that you might remember it, but actually the approach is novel, the approach is distinctive, the approach is pitched at a higher level. So actually, we are all fresh, I would say, whether we're sitting in this A1 or us. That's the approach that we're certainly not going to think, okay, some of you a certain kind of exposure to law and others, which puts you at an advantage. Actually, the way in which we're teaching this seems, a completely.
I can certainly vouch